Cornell, obviously, congratulations on this upcoming achievement. What does it mean to you to reach 50 for Argyle, 50 appearances?
Yeah, I think it's a massive achievement. I'm happy about it. Hopefully, I'm gonna get the 50 games on Saturday, and hopefully, I'm gonna add another 50 soon.
Quite often we have players come in and it's some sort of 50 appearances or 100 whatever, and they seem totally oblivious of it. Are you aware? Do you follow your stats, or did Rob come up to you and say, "Do you know it's 50 on Saturday"?
Actually, Rob said to me, I know that I was close to the 50 games, but I didn't realize that on Saturday I can achieve it. But yeah, I'm glad.
And obviously it's been a bit of a stop-start season for you this season with injuries. How are you now?
Yeah, the injury is okay now. So Tuesday was my first game back, and obviously I'm disappointed about our result, but I'm happy that my knee was all right. Fitness-wise, I think I'm also getting better, even with every training. But I still think that I need like 1-2 games more to be like 100%.
From the outside looking in, it does seem as if Argyle have been really unlucky this season with injuries. Is that the feeling amongst the squad? Because every week Tom comes down, there's 3, 4, 5 of you missing.
Yes, I think we've been so unlucky, even with the injuries as well, because we had a lot in this season. But this is something that we need to get through it. We need to stick together, do what we can and perform every game. So this is just how we can get it done.
And the captain was the latest one to be affected. He was on the team sheet and then obviously had to pull out just before kick-off. How difficult was that for the rest of the team?
Yeah, obviously we know before the game as well that Joe might be struggling. So we were thinking, I was also thinking about, because I know if Joe couldn't play, I had to play on the right wing back position. So I also got ready for that one. It's never a good feeling to lose your captain before a game, but we tried our best, but it didn't work out. But hopefully on Saturday it's going to be better.
I think Joe turns 35 tomorrow. How important is he just for his experience as much as anything?
Yeah, he is. He's very important for us. I think the experience what he can give us. Also, if he's not playing, I think it gives everyone a massive boost if he's just there with us, with the squad, because that's how important he is for us.
I mean, Tom always talks about the fact you are a very young side, a young squad. Do you feel that as part of the team? That a lot of your, that the average age is quite low, that you are a young side?
We are a young side, yes. I don't think that's bad to have young players. I think that right now everyone needs more confidence, and then everything is going to work out. But yeah, the question is now that how can we get confidence? And I think it's easy. We have to get our first win again as soon as possible.
What does the FA Cup mean to you?
So last season FA Cup run was brilliant. Obviously playing against Liverpool and against Man City, and before Liverpool against Brentford. So it was a really nice achievement for Argyle. I think like everyone enjoyed it, the fans, us. So hopefully we can do something again this year.
Because I've got in the back of my mind, you had 1 or 2 injury problems around the time of that run. Is that right?
Last year.
Yeah, did you play in the Liverpool?
Yeah, I just came back for the Liverpool game, but I haven't been in the squad. But I was there against Man City and had played a couple of minutes.
It must have been very special memories playing up at the Etihad against what was then the champions, of course.
Sorry?
Must have been very special memories for you playing up at the Etihad against the Premier League champions.
Of course, it was. Obviously, we didn't won against Man City, but it was a really nice feeling playing against like world-class players. So I think we all enjoyed that.
Do you think it gives you a little bit of an edge going to Wycombe? You know that you guys have played against the Liverpools, the Manchester Cities. You know what prizes could be at the end of an FA Cup run if you do manage to go another couple of rounds, as it were.
Yeah, and I think that's how we done it last year, because in one game everything can happen. And our plan now is to win against Wycombe and then get to the next round.
Best of luck. Thank you, Cornell.
Thank you.
Were you aware of the FA Cup when you were in Hungary? Did you used to keep it? Did you know about it before you came to play here?
Of course, I know, because the FA Cup is a massive one. But since I'm here, I'm following it more.
And what about that? Did the family stay in touch from Hungary and they keep a keen eye on you? Your football career.
Oh yeah, so they are my family, my friends. Like they following me every time they try to watch the games if they can. So yes, almost after every game I speak with my family and talk about the games as well.
And it must be lovely for you that you are back in the side now. Have you been disappointed by the season so far yourself?
Of course I'm disappointed, because I think that we deserve more. I think we got so unlucky in some games, and I also think that our squad is much stronger than where we are right now in the league. But I also know that we are all in this together, and so after Tuesday's game I spoke a lot with the boys, and I think it's good to have a group of boys that who are trying to find a solution, because we all know that we are in this together, and we all want to come out from this. And everyone is trying to be positive, and yes, we try to stick together and come out from this.
Do you think there's gold in you at Wycombe?
Hopefully, yes. Hopefully.
Good stuff. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
Just a quick one, really. You're going to be 50 games on Saturday. Looking back on the games that you played, is it the Man City match that stands out the most?
Yeah, I could mention the Man City game, because playing against a club like this is always an incredible feeling. But I would also mention like one of the games last year here at home park, let's say against Sunderland or Portsmouth, where we won. I really enjoyed the game against Sunderland, because we won in the 97 minute. So yeah, I really liked that one.
Well, best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
Tom, you spoke after the game on Tuesday about not having 9 lives. How many lives do you feel you've got left?
Yeah, I obviously don't measure in that. That was a bit of a analogy, But it was a long-term vision when we committed to each other in the summer. I don't think anything's changed there. I just make sure that people know that that isn't an excuse or a complacency for me to feel I have the licence to lose football matches. There's been a tough set of circumstances, when you sort of go from one league to another. That's a big transition, and then you start recruiting towards that, and then a head coach leaves spontaneously, and a new head coach comes in with half the recruitment done. That's another big transition. It was never going to be easy. It was never going to be short. We have to work our way through this to get on an upwards trajectory and start looking forward. So yes, we've made a long-term commitment to each other, but that doesn't mean that short-term results is a huge priority of mine.
How much pressure do you feel under?
Put pressure on myself. Yeah, if you guys know how hard we work as a staff and as a club, and with that, yeah, you feel as though you deserve more than we're getting at the minute, but that's the way it is, and I only know one way. That is to really bite down on the gum shield, work as hard as I possibly can, and fight through it.
The CEO obviously came out and backed you, and he referred to something that you mentioned as well, which is just the importance of some sort of consistency at the top. I mean, you look at some of the finest managers we've ever had, like Sir Alex and more recently maybe Mikel Arteta. I mean, they could have gone very early in their reigns, couldn't they? Club stuck with them and it turned around.
Yeah, I mean, circumstances and a bit of bad luck here and there with injuries and stuff like that has meant to. It's been a very, very challenging period. I think externally the result is all that matters. And will always be the case in football, but internally I think people see the work that you do and the quality of that, and that there is longevity in that, and that this really young group we've got will benefit from that, and that we are the best staff to move that forward. Now, let me not get in a false sense of security. Short-term results are priority number one. I need to address that. So that is, we're working 99% of our work towards that, and thinking 1% about long-term vision right now. But yeah, when we commit, like I said, when we committed to each other, we saw that. I mean, half the recruitment was done before I came in, and you saw the direction the club was going down. That it was going to be a younger age profile of squad. There's going to be a lot of developing in that. And I've been at a club previously where you suffer a little bit for that. We're going through that now, compounded with other things, but there are certainly things I can control to make it better.
Is there anything that you didn't expect here that you've discovered in the time you have been here?
No, I wouldn't say so. No, I think football's a very tough, brutal industry. It is whatever club you're at. So no, there's. I spoke to you about the size of the club and how well travelled our supporters are a couple of weeks ago. So to add anything to that is no. It's we're in a brutal industry, and it's we dedicate our lives to get results that at the minute we're not getting. So yeah, something we must do more, and really look deep inside ourselves to make that change.
Plymouth Argyle used to have managers, now it's head coaches. I mean, in your mind, what's the main difference between those two roles?
Yeah, I mean, recruitment's a big one. That is something that if you're a manager that you would lead up, and if you're a head coach, you are part of a panel. So that is the biggest one I've seen. I've worked under the best manager of them all, and yeah, manages a club top to bottom, and sort of tells which scholar's getting a new contract and things like that. And yeah, I've worked under head coaches who are a lot less involved in that process, but recruitment's the biggest difference from my experience. Is in the titles.
You've been unbelievably unlucky with injuries. Joe Edwards obviously was the latest. Was that something that happened during the warm-up that caused you to pull him out, or were you just... No,
so that was... the players were completely in the know of what the scenario was there. So Brendan Weirdo was ready to come in and knew his role. Because we knew Joe was carrying something, now needs must. I felt like we needed our captain on an evening like that, and there's too much discomfort. We didn't want to risk it and make it worse. Now the test results have backed that up. There's an issue there, and there'll be someone we'll be missing for the next couple of weeks.
Now, we know obviously what the FA Cup meant to Argyle last season. How important a competition is it for you this year?
Really, really important, and I think last year's cup run is highlights that in terms of up to Christmas, it looked like a club who was destined to go to League One. We looked like a club, and after that, the FA Cup run sort of galvanises everyone and was close to staying in the division. I've been in a similar sort of position as a player where the FA Cup run can really get a feel-good factor. We use the Virtue Motors games and the League Cup games as a springboard for our form throughout September. So yeah, for me it's very important to have a cup run. I've seen the benefits of it in the past and the recent past here. So it's an important game for us.
What are you expecting from Wycombe?
Team-wise, I'm not sure how if they're going to rotate or anything, but No, they're aggressive without the ball, and yeah, they're in a decent run of form under a new manager, and yeah, it's always a tough place to go.
Touched on Joe. Otherwise, how are you looking injury-wise?
Yeah, so coming back, we've obviously got Matty from suspension. Bradley looks very much on the positive side. I've been involved on Saturday, which is a big plus. Alex Mitchell has returned to the football club. We'll be in contact and communications with how he is emotionally. Difficult time for him, and the decision will be made with his input tomorrow.
Where are you at with Jack McKenzie now?
Yeah, Jack's taken a lot longer than we'd have liked. You know, he's a player that we've not seen yet, apart from a couple of pre-season games. So Jack's still a couple of weeks away from being on the grass, and hopefully no more setbacks there.
And just to clarify, what exactly is the issue with Joe?
It's a calf issue, yeah. So not significant. The soleus part of the calf, which is a little less relied on muscle, but it's calf region.
Good luck. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you.
Do you think you've had a sort of tough time of it, full stop? You know, your time at Watford and now your time at Argyle. Results haven't really gone the way you wanted, have they? Or
yeah, well, I mean, if you were to handpick two football clubs or two circumstances to go into, they might not be top of your list, but there was a reason why I was fully committed to Simon in the summer, that I could see. It reminded me, there's a mentality of the people around here that remind me of where I'm from. I got attracted to that, and doing references, I knew what a special football club it was. Now that I knew the circumstances will be tough, I'm a fighter, that's what I'm here for. And listen, results and circumstances have been tough, but last season, I mean, if you spoke to my previous boss, we improved league position, we improved points tally from the season before, and made £30 million in the process. So results felt poor at the end of last season in my previous role, but in terms of bigger picture, and that's what we're seeing here, then I don't think many owners would be complaining with that.
it's all about resilience as well, isn't it? And you of all players, when you played, you typified that, didn't you?
Yeah, and I think that's comes where you're from, your parents, your upbringing, grit, we like to call it, me and Nance, and I see the similarities in the people around here, that it's got that sort of, I don't want to disrespect anyone by saying small town, but where I'm from in Bradford, and here there's a humbleness, there's a grittiness, you don't want to be a show off, and that's sort of real similarities. So attracted to that in the first place, and it's qualities that I have and qualities that are needed when in tough times.
Bradford are doing quite well in the league, though, aren't they?
Yeah, fantastic, and it's something that we're looking fairly deeply into, that the promoted sides from the league below, not just in this division, seem to be outperforming the relegated sides from the league above. I think there's only Cardiff out of the 10 relegated teams last year that are in the top 10. It's an unbelievable stat that 9 out of the 10 relegated teams are 10th or below in their league. Now, why that is it's huge. They're the clubs who have to do a huge turnover of players. They're the clubs that have to do the transition the most. But why it's more than historically is something we're doing a piece of work on, and we need to get ahead of the curve in that.
These injuries, I mean, I know you can't really, you've got to use them as an excuse, haven't you? Whether you're the CEO or the manager, the head coach, or whatever you are, you cannot sort of legislate for injuries, can you?
Yeah, it's difficult. Why we're getting them is where we need to start. So that process has taken place, and they slowed down for a period, and then they spike after they exit a game, and it is a huge part when consistently a third of your budget is on the treatment table. It's the budget you say you've got is not that. It's a third of that, and quality of player. Amici is by far our most creative player in terms of numbers and what the data was telling us. So Yeah, we're suffering, but it's my job to find the way. That's not an excuse. I must find the way, and the criticism that I have to take on the chin is my teams have always conceded too many chances, and that is something that we're working night and day to put right. And the players will take some responsibility for the first 2 goals in the last 2 games. They're taking accountability for that. Don't worry. But yeah, my job is the structure and to make us more resilient in terms of that.
You're looking forward to Saturday's game? Is it nice to just get back out on the pitch again?
Yeah, like I said, I think the respite of the league will do everyone good.
Yeah.
I think that we can look at the wider picture when you're outside of the league, and the wider picture is this group of players has managed to win 7 games before the end of October. So they know how to win. What we have also done is lost 9, and that's too high, way too high. So we'll address that. But yeah, coming outside of the league picture, I've been in plenty of clubs and dressing rooms that have taken a lot longer till the end of October to win 7 games. Let's take a little bit of a positive out of that and move into the weekend with that.
It's the FA Cup.
It's a great competition. It's a great competition. It's one that I regret that I never managed to get my hands on. But yeah, fantastic competition. What it can do for a group of guys, a club, and the upsets, and yeah, you can see here last year beating Brentford away from home, beating Liverpool here, getting a won the tie with Man City away. It's a cup. We're certainly going there to win on Saturday.